Good morning, everybody. This morning I'm just going to take you on a little farm tour. I've been telling you how many animals we have lately, and so I just thought I'd show you our animals real fast. But before I do that, thanks for subscribing to our channel, and if you don't mind pushing the like button on our videos and push the notification bell, that would just really help us. So thank you so much. First thing I'm going to show you is some puppies. Well, look at all these little puppies here. This is Missy's puppies, and they are F1 golden doodles. Aren't they cute? They are all over the place though, and they're starting to make a mess, so they're going to get moved out to a new kennel here in the next day or two. But there are 10 puppies right there, and they are adorable. So that's where we're gonna start our farm tour. And now all right, let me put these away. It's like herding cats, but so come on, puppies, let's go put you away. All right, so I got all the puppies put back in the garage, and in the next few days we'll make a puppy video, maybe show you their new kennel. We let them stay in the garage for about the first 4 weeks of life, but they're about ready to go outside. So here we go. Now I'm going to be real quiet for a minute. Baileys are sleeping, but they'll wake up when they hear me talking. All right, come on. Come here, pups. Aren't these little ones cute? So here's 9 more golden doodles. These are F1B golden doodles. That means their mom is a golden doodle and their dad is a poodle. And most of these are already spoken for and going to their new homes here in about 10 days. All right, babies. They're kind of chill this morning since I just woke them up, but I got to get them some puppy food and some clean water. They step in their water and they eat their puppy food really fast. So I'll be back. All right, I've got to warn you that our animals are all over the place right now. I have several pastures that I keep things at, and our goats are down. A lot of our goats are down eating weeds at a neighbor's property. So, but here's our milk goats. Here we go. Here's Nanny Claire and Brownie, and those are the only 2 we're milking currently, and so they stay up here closer to the house. Good morning, girls. Nanny Claire is a Toggenburg. She's the one with the straight ears, and then Brownie's a Nubian. She's the one with the floppy ears. We have chickens everywhere, so you'll see chickens all over the farm, and they even roost up in the trees. And see, look at this one up here. But let me start introducing you to some horses we have. Now, those of you that watch our channel know that we have horses that are projects and horses that are keepers. And by that I mean, sorry, just a second. I'm gonna let Jasper and Bella out. We keep them in the kennel at night. And they love to get out and run around in the morning. All right, so the dogs are gonna go play. But as those of you that watch our channel know, like I say, we have projects and keepers. And the projects are those that we buy with the intent of training or getting more healthy, or just trying to find them a good home and make some money. And so here's 3 beautiful horses that are projects, but I'm tempted to keep at least this 2-year-old. This 2-year-old is beautiful. She's out of my own old stallion, and she's a blue roan, and she is just so pretty. But she's one that Blake and I want to get started. Oh, isn't this a cool gate? This is on my grandpa's farm, and it's so nice to not have to open a gate and just kind of swing my way through. Anyway, kind of cool. So here we go. We bought this mare, and she had this baby 2 years ago, and this one just 4 months ago. And someone's coming today to look at this mare and her baby. She's super nice. I think if you watched our video just a couple days ago, you probably saw Blake riding her out in the field and roping the other animals and having a good time. Then we have this little paint colt, and someone's coming to pick him up today. He was separated from his mom too early in life, and we've been babying him along and getting him healthy. We had to put him on some antibiotic and just kind of give him some TLC, but he's starting to do a lot better, and he gets to go to a new home today. So there's the paint horse. Then we have these 2 mules. The one dragging a lead rope is still pretty wild and is actually limping a little bit. When we got him, he had been kicked by some wild horses, so we've had to doctor him with penicillin, and the infection's going away, and he's starting to do a lot better. But here's Poco, and Poco es bueno. Just kidding. That means Poco is good. Now, the guy, when he brought Poco to us, shut the divider gate, and it was right up on his tail, and by the time he got here, he had rubbed his hair off of his tail. So that's going to take a while to grow back, but Poco is an amazing mule, and we'll be making a video of him soon, showing you all that he can do. He's an amazing mule, 23 years. And here's Chipper, the one that I told you about 2 weeks ago. She'd have a baby within 1 to 2 weeks. So if she's not gonna make me a liar, then she's gonna have a baby here in the next couple days. Let's check her here. Chipper, you're making it hard to check you. Anyway, she may still be a little while off. Blake makes fun of me because I'm always wrong about when they're gonna have their babies. See, she's filling up with milk, but not totally ready yet. So Chipper's a keeper. She's one we will never get rid of. She's pregnant to 66 and expecting a baby anytime. So there you go. I'm not counting, but maybe you have been. So there you go. Hey, Blue. She is such a pretty filly. We're excited to get her started here in the next little while. Look at all those baby chicks coming. Isn't that fun? There's always chickens and pigeons. And Bailey. Come here, Bailey. How are you, girl? And there's Jasper, our poodle male. Anyway, isn't it fun to see all the chickens? And the pigeons are flying around up there, but they'll come land here in a minute and eat. So, all right. Now, our place is a mess right now. I apologize, I've got some cleaning up to do. But these grain sacks that are laying in this corral, we don't just lay them around because we're too lazy to pick them up. They're actually in there to desensitize a horse. This is Valentine. This is a horse that just came in a couple days ago. One of our YouTube friends actually asked Blake if he'd break this gelding for him. And so Blake just started Valentine. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it. Valentine's doing awesome, but by having grain sacks in there, if he steps on them or they blow by him or whatever, that's just desensitizing him all the time. Oh, there you go. The pigeons are out here with the chickens now. As I walk towards them, you can tell which ones are pigeons because they'll take off. But all right, then over here, we call this our goat pasture. Even though most of the goats aren't here right now. Most of the goats are over at a friend's house eating the weeds. They have a really good fence, and so they asked if we'd bring the goats over there. So it's a win-win. They're feeding the goats and our goats are eating their weeds. But here you go. Here's Tolman. I wonder how old he is now. Probably 9 months old at least. But just a neat little steer that Blake has big dreams of teaching him to pull a cart or to ride. And then look at that cute little donkey we just picked up. We're excited about him. I don't know, we haven't even named him yet. So tell us what you think this little donkey ought to be called. And then we have one sheep here and one goat. And again, these are just new to the farm and haven't come up with names. This sheep, actually, a friend wanted to buy it and didn't have the money, and so I bought it and said, well, when you have the money, just come get it. So beautiful morning on the farm, and that's pretty much the animals that are here at the house. So now I'll take you to a couple other pastures and show you the other horses that we have. All right, so that was the animals at the house, and now I'm gonna go over and show you horses. We have horses at 3 different pastures. We also have a couple calves that are out of pasture about 20 miles from here at a friend's house, so I won't go show you those. And we still have the horses we bought in Colorado. We're gonna go pick them up around Thanksgiving time. So we still have other horses and animals kind of spread out. But real quick, we'll go show you the horses. One pasture of horses, I had a few minutes before a meeting last night, and I took you for a quick tour of them last night. So we'll show them. Well, Vicky said I should probably take everyone on a tour of the farm since I've talked about all the animals we have lately. Well, Spirit's out here on this pasture out by the freeway and the railroad tracks, and it's a great place for these horses to be, because if they're not afraid of the diesels going by and the trains going by, oops, he tripped in a little hole. Anyway, if they're not afraid of all that, then that's a great sign. And then we got Darlin here. I'll probably show all the other animals in the morning, or when it's better daylight. It's almost sunset tonight, but I just had a few minutes before a meeting, so I thought I'd show you these horses. So here's Darlin. She's getting a little thin. When a horse nurses, a lot of times they're putting all the nutrients into their baby, and so they get a little thin. But look at Clementine. Isn't Clementine looking amazing? So nice. I haven't been around her much at all, and yet she's so sweet and kind. And then over here we've got Pepper and Salt. And Pepper's so gentle, it's hard to ever get you gotta get a video of him before he's right in your lap. But Salt is more standoffish here, but man, isn't Clementine looking amazing? She is a beautiful filly. Pepper, why don't you stay away and we'll show them how good looking of a donkey you are. Come on. Go. There you go. Not really. Seriously, he's so gentle, it's hard to video him. But so here's 3 of our horses right now, and Salt and Pepper. Good night, guys. Good seeing you out here. What a beautiful night. Man, Clementine just looks better every time I see her. Pepper decided to follow me all the way to the freeway. Oh wow, so did Clementine. That is awesome. They ran all the way over here. That's crazy, because Darlin's way back there, but Clementine wanted to be friendly and come say goodbye also. Good night. I've got a trailer behind me also. I've got to pick up Dusty and bring him home, so I'll do that here real quick too. Good morning, horses. So here's Dusty, and here's Coco, the Palomino, and there's Lex's baby that we haven't named yet. We've got to turn in her registration papers and come up with a name. Anyway, aren't they looking pretty? They come to the fence because I came with a trailer, so they're like, okay, what's going on here? So I'm gonna load up Dusty and we'll head to the next pasture. Well, I changed my mind. I realized I'm getting irrigation today, so I just decided to bring them all home. Or not home, actually. I want to bring Dusty home because someone's coming to look at him. But the others, I'll go put them out at another pasture that's not getting irrigated today. So anyway, let's head to the other pasture. We're down to this pasture now, and 66 is excited. He hears his girlfriend's coming. Anyway, kind of fun to bring some horses to a new pasture and to see such beautiful horses. I think 66 is one of the prettiest horses I've ever owned. So we'll come down here to the gate and get them in. 66 is excited to say hi to the ladies. And the mare back there is my brother Levi's mare and her baby. That baby's looking beautiful. So these two mares have been with 66 this spring, and Lex has even been with them since she had this baby here. So they should be in foal to 66. So he is excited, but neither of them should let him breed because hopefully they're both in foal. Yeah, not quite how humans greet their boyfriend when they see him, but it takes him a minute just to kind of talk to him and see if any of them are here to be bred or if they're just here to settle down and start eating. So what a beautiful pasture of horses. 66 is a homozygous roan stallion, which means whatever he's bred to is gonna have roan babies. That roan is kind of the frosted white over. Now you can see this baby is really roaning out. The other baby doesn't look roan at all, but I was just checking her out and she's starting to have white come in underneath her coat, so kind of fun. And the last horses I went and gave you a tour of last night before a meeting. This is actually a good sign that neither of the mares show any interest in being bred. I'll probably take them to be ultrasounded to see if they're for sure pregnant, but it's a pretty good indication when they don't show any interest at all that there's a good chance they've settled. That means they've conceived and they're starting to have a baby grow in them. All right, so I told you my friend had some goats of mine over here eating weeds. Here they are, making lots of noise this morning. Hey, they're coming to see me. Hey goats, how are you? They're getting big. These are this year's babies, and yet they're getting big enough that these are billy goats, most of them, and they will be loaned out to people to breed their female goats. And so I kind of stud them out, and then I get a weaned baby from whoever breeds their nanny to my billies, and that works really good for them, so they don't have to keep a billy, and it works good for me because I get a bunch of baby goats in the spring. So there they are. Well, this isn't animals, but it's irrigation day. One of our favorite days on the farm. It's work, but without this water, we don't have grass and the animals don't eat. So if you've liked this video today, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you soon.